Hi everyone, welcome back. My name is Bryce Root. We are now on recording number 4 of our Small Biz Marketing RX workshop series. As you know, today is a big day. We're going to be covering how to create a marketing plan. It's pretty darn simple, and we're going to walk you through it. We put it into 6 simple steps, and we have a workbook for you to work through to make it all that easy. It is not difficult. Plus, we're going to add in another bonus where you can actually plug all your numbers in for your marketing budget. And this actually serves as well as, this also serves as a marketing plan, a visual way to see your marketing plan that combines your budget. So it's a very cool tool that we've assembled with our years of experience that we think will be extremely valuable to all of you. So without further ado, I did want to just briefly recap what we've gone through so far. Our first video was all about what we're doing to help local small businesses. We are specialists. We are very objective in our views. We are advocates for the local business owner because there really aren't that many resources out there, really, that aren't charging an arm and a leg, that are biased in some way. We have come to the table with having a very comprehensive view on just about everything under the marketing umbrella. And we don't hold things back. We're very honest and trustworthy, and we want to make sure that you have the best resources and tools at your fingertips. So that was video number 1. Feel free to go back and check it out and learn a bit more about us. Video number 2 was all about the most important part of the whole marketing process, and that was how to determine your target market. Because without your target market, you're going to be wasting a lot of time and money trying to reach potentially the wrong people and potentially too many people, and that gets very expensive, especially when you get into the traditional types of marketing like TV and radio and newspaper and print. So be sure to check out the second video. Just a reminder, if you are catching us and this is your first recording, please go back, do yourself a favor and start off with video number 1 and start off fresh from the beginning. With that said, wanted to also make sure that we let you know that recording number 3, that was our first audio recording, pretty crucial, because once you have your target market, branding is vitally important. Because this is how you're going to resonate and capture the attention of your target market. Because without that, you're not going to be able to kind of stop them in their tracks and get those eyeballs on you. Because there is so much marketing clutter out there that if you are not constructing a brand that resonates with them, they are going to continue to walk right by, scroll right by. They are not going to see you. So that was recording number 3. And feel free to go back and listen to that as well. These are all in bite-size lengths, so go ahead and check that out. Now, getting to today, we're going to be talking about the marketing plan. First, why it's important. Well, we actually haven't met that many small businesses that have a marketing plan, and it's kind of scary. Because I think most businesses have put some effort initially into their business plan. And within the business plan, there is a marketing portion to it. So that may be the first time that you kind of laid everything out. But it's very, very important to do that each and every year. And right now is a good time. Anytime is a good time to map out your marketing, whether it's month by month or quarterly. But we suggest doing it annually. And then you can adjust based on what is kind of coming your way. So when it comes to a marketing plan, I'm very visual, and many of you, I'm assuming, are. It's great to lay it all out. And what we do is we really go through this 6-step process that we've created. If you go to a bookstore, some of the ones that are remaining out there, you go online and you check out these books, you'll see that they're maybe 100, 150 pages. We know that most of you don't have time to read a 150-page book on how to write a marketing plan. So we put together this booklet, this workbook that is based on our experience of 20 plus years, and we narrowed it down to 6 easy steps, and you can very easily put it all together, especially with the tools that we're also going to give you. So with that said, we wanted to jump into step number 1. Step number 1 is essential to your business overall and with all regards, and that is, what are your top business goals? Are you wanting to reach a certain level of foot traffic, a certain number of sales? Are you opening up a new kind of aspect of your business, launching a new line of clothing, line of food, new hours, whatever it might be, something that is going to greatly impact your business? What is it? What is the measurement? Is your business goal to reach a certain percentage statistic, get some maybe reach a milestone like getting into a particular publication? Whatever it might be, these business goals are essential, because without them, marketing is just purely marketing. There's no real backing or foundation for it, because marketing truly is what's going to help you achieve your business goals. You could have the greatest business in the world, but if no one knows about it, and you've probably heard this all before, no one's going to come through your door or visit your website. People need to know about it. So with that said, get those business goals written down. They're not in stone, but especially at this point in the year, we're at the end of 2016 and leading into 2017, it's not too late to kind of map out your marketing, especially your business goals, which are the basis for everything. So the next step number 2, is to really lay out who your target market is. Now, we go into great detail in recording, or actually video number 2 in this workshop series, on how to really determine your target market. But really, if you look at it, most businesses do actually have a very narrow, focused, optimal customer that loves their business, wants to buy their product or service. But many business owners actually, unfortunately, think that everyone is a potential customer. And so when you have that mindset, it can get very expensive to get that customer through your door, because I'd say maybe only 1% of businesses can actually claim that. There are so many services and products that appeal greatly to one particular, or maybe some subsets of particular customers that would love your product. They're the ones that would raise their eyebrows. They would stop in their tracks. They would walk briskly into your door. The visual that we typically use is, if you had 100 random people outside your business and you had a curtain in front of your storefront, and you unveiled that curtain, and all of a sudden these 100 random people of all walks of life were able to see the attention to detail, the signage, and some of the products through the window, and just the overall presence of your storefront. The ones that would raise their eyebrows, walk right in, maybe even run in, those are the customers that you want to attract. Those are the people that want your product or service. So having your target market or markets in mind is huge. Without those target markets specified, it is going to be extremely hard to really build your brand. And that is a great lead into step number 3, which is also kind of a recap of our recording number 3 in this workshop series. The branding is a big part of what is going to stop your potential customers, your target audience, in their tracks. It's the whole look and feel of everything that comes out of your mouth when you stand up at a chamber luncheon and tell a room full of potential business or clients or potential partners or people that want to help your business in some way about your business. It's how your employee answers the phone. It's the look and feel of the uniforms or the outfits that your employees wear. It's what people experience online when they peruse your website. Is it mobile friendly? Is it going to attract them and entice them into learning more and visiting all the different pages of your website? Is it when they pull in the parking lot, making sure that it's clean and there's some cool visuals and ways to kind of entice them and excite them to walk in the door. It's how people are greeted when they walk in the door. It's that whole experience that we delve into when it comes to brand experience and branding in general. So it's very comprehensive. It's really all about what you want people to kind of feel when they experience your brand in some way, when they're touched by your brand in some way, whether it's an ad that they see on Facebook, whether they hear you on the radio or they talk with you as the business owner in person. It's all those different ways that they get in touch with you and how you want them to feel when they get in touch with you. So once again, branding is crucial. So we're going to go into step 4, which is also vitally important, and that is to really kind of choose your top marketing vehicles that you're going to use to reach your business goals. So here's the steps. You have your business goal. So you take your top priority business goal. You figure out which target markets are associated with that business goal. And then you delve into each business goal's target markets. How are you going to reach those people? So all of a sudden, you're going to need to decide which marketing vehicles are going to be the kind of ways in which you can use to reach them. It could be being at events, maybe being a sponsor of an event, direct mail. It could be social media. It could be social media advertising, PR, any type of grassroots marketing, guerrilla street marketing, Hispanic marketing. It could be a variety of different ways that kind of fall under the marketing umbrella. And so once you have those kind of modes of marketing that are going to kind of reach that target customer, to reach that specific business goal, you're almost there. But you do need to go into what are all the W's. When I say W's, I'm talking about who is going to implement that event. Which events are you going to do? What will be your presence at those events? Not just events, but in the case of PR, what are you going to promote? Who's going to write the press release? So when you get into the specifics, you need to also think about your time, your bandwidth, your staffing, the capability of implementing these marketing vehicles as well. Because you can develop an amazing, very comprehensive marketing plan on a very grand scale, but if it's not realistic, if you only have 2-3 hours a week to work on marketing, then that's not going to work. So you have to, when you come up with these marketing vehicles, you have to kind of do your due diligence into what all is involved in making those things happen. And along those lines, another variable that you need to consider is your marketing budget. How much are each of these marketing vehicles, the admission or the booth fee for that festival, how much is it to be a sponsor? How much is it going to be costing you to get all the tchotchkes that you hand out, all the promo items? All of that stuff goes into what you can actually kind of implement as your marketing plan or the tactics that you are going to be taking on. So all of that is crucial. And we're actually going to be providing a very cool tool that you're going to be able to plug all these things into to kind of work towards your budget and pare things down and kind of increase your budget to play with it and kind of meet that magic number that you have available. And maybe it's $1,000 a month, maybe it's $500 a month, maybe it's less, maybe it's more. The marketing tool, marketing plan, budgeting tool that we're going to have for you to download just below this is going to be critical for you to kind of work out your marketing budget, which goes right into our step number 5. What is your marketing budget? You may be devoting a smaller or larger amount of dollars towards that. It might be more or less than what you did last year in terms of spending on marketing. But here are some steps to help you really determine your marketing budget. So using the tool that we mentioned, go and plug in all those things like dues and memberships, website hosting, conferences, business cards, client appreciation gifts, all kind of the baseline foundational stuff that really you can't totally cut, you can't do without. And then you start plugging in all those different things that you think you need in order to reach those target markets and in trying to reach those business goals of yours. So plug all those things in, and as you kind of put your optimal scenario into this worksheet, into this marketing plan budget tool, you're going to quickly see how much optimally it's going to cost you. So if you're $10,000 over your budget, you can start to look down and prioritize which things need to be pared down or eliminated completely. So once you work through this budget process, you're going to be able to tell what's going to be important and what's going to be able to be thrown out and all that good stuff. So once you've plugged all those figures in, there's actually two columns. So there's the budget amount, budget column, and then right next to it is the actual column. So as you fill everything in, I advise you fill in both columns with the number that you've kind of researched or know it will cost. And then, as I mentioned, you can, in an optimal scenario, fill everything in. You're going to see where your budget falls, and then you can either pare it down or boost it if you think you need to spend more or spend less. And so once you have everything locked down, you have your marketing budget, you're going to have the budget column locked down. That's not going to change. And so going from month to month as you go through those expenses, you're going to actually update the actual column. And that's going to give you a real-time ticker as to where your marketing budget is falling. Up at the top, you'll see that there's a dashboard, and you'll see like marketing budget versus actuals overall. And then you're also going to see each of the categories kind of broken out, whether it's community, PR, partnerships, advertising, all those different things, social media or digital, all those categories, so you can kind of see what you're spending in each category actually versus budget as well. So congratulations. With all of this, you pretty much put together your marketing budget and your marketing plan right in front of you. It's a pretty easy process. Now, there are some additional kind of worksheets or tabs to the budget marketing plan budgeting tool. There's a community planner. This is where you can insert all the different donations to nonprofits or events coming up. Use it to your advantage, because this is a way to kind of orchestrate or organize all the different things that you do from a community standpoint. There's also an event planner tab. This will really come in handy if you do a lot of events or just a few, because when it comes to events, there's typically a big checklist of things to orchestrate. And if you're utilizing your staff or other folks to kind of help you with this, having someone go out to be in a booth at a festival, they can easily go through the checklist. We have a kind of a generic one that's listed with typical tools and things to bring in that big kind of Tupperware box or whatever you use to go out to your events with. But this is where you can kind of orchestrate and list out what you're paying for the booth fee, the sponsorship fee, if there's any advertising involved. You can keep it all organized. Our goal is to put everything with regards to marketing in one place, so you don't need to find a file somewhere or an email somewhere, or maybe it was somewhere on my old computer. You don't need to go looking for all this stuff. It's all in one place. It's kind of a hub for everything marketing. And one other tab that we have in there is kind of a planner that you can take advantage of, is the advertising planner. This is where you can punch in all the different advertising, from Facebook to newspaper to radio, magazines, whatever it might be. So you can keep track of the different ad reps, how much you're spending, what size the ads are, all that good stuff. And feel free, you can definitely insert new worksheets to kind of keep you organized, just so you can have everything all in one place. So We love this tool. We've kind of created it over the years and fine-tuned it, and we'll always be making little adjustments. But be sure, just one little note is be sure to read the directions at the bottom of the marketing budget worksheet, because it tells you how to insert new rows. Because you can get very detailed with this document. And so if you are inserting new rows, just follow those directions to make sure all the formulas carry over, since you'll be using Excel in this point. So with that said, I want to thank you for joining us for recording number 4 with regards to the marketing plan. It really isn't that tough. It's great to kind of get all this kind of mapped out and visualized, and it really isn't that kind of overwhelming when you do kind of take it month by month and strategy by strategy and business goal by business goal. So feel free to comment below with any questions or kind of topics or anything that you want to discuss. We're happy to chime in and answer any questions as they pop up. So enjoy, and you know what? We have one more video coming up, and it's going to be chock full of all sorts of details. We're all about making your life easier and giving you kind of the objective view on everything marketing when it comes to local business marketing. So stay tuned. The next one will be great. We have all sorts of tips, tricks, and resources and best practices. Plus, we have a fantastic offer for you guys that I think you're going to be pretty impressed. There is nothing really like this out there, and we think it's going to help your business greatly. So tune in. You should be able to click on it real easily. So find it, click on it, and video number 5 is going to be pretty darn cool. So we'll see you soon. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.